Welcome to an episode of Talkin' World Sports. And the big question is, has VAR gone too far in this World Cup? And the criteria I'm going to use to answer this question is the balance between getting calls right, but also not upsetting the flow that has made soccer the beautiful game and the most popular sport in the world. So, first, I want to tell you what I like about VAR. Because I remember back in 2010 when Frank Lampard scored against Germany and the ball was clearly over the line and the goal wasn't given. And it was just insane because the whole world knew it was a clear goal. There was no arguing. So for goal line technology, VAR is a no-brainer. You have to use it and have to keep it. The other one is offsides. All right, before VAR, you had a linesman running up and down the sideline trying to line up with the strikers and make a call on something that is, a toe, a body. It's too close for the naked eye to call. So VAR is also very good, or 100% should be used for offside. So goal line technology and offside calls, these are black and white issues that VAR just shows you exactly what happened. So I know people complain, but it's not, to me, it makes no sense to get rid of VAR for those type of obvious right or wrong calls. Now, where I do think VAR has gone too far in this World Cup is when they reverse calls, subjective calls on the field because of a goal. Right? The worst call in this World Cup has been the disallowing of Egypt's second goal against Argentina because we all saw the goal. It was a build-up, counterattack, goal, no foul, no offsides. And then all of a sudden, the ref goes to VAR and he says, way back on the other side of the field, near the corner, when Egypt won the ball, there was a push, so that's a foul. Here's the thing. Whenever there is a tackle in soccer, there's going to be contact. It's a contact sports. So you could call a foul, but you could not call a foul. It could be debated. And I would have no problem if the ref makes the call, okay, there's a foul. Okay, you take the kick, etc. But you can't have a goal score and then decide, you know what, I'm going to go back and look at this long string of play and decide now that's a foul, okay? Because it wasn't called a foul originally. The same thing happened with Norway-England. Anyone who has ever watched soccer knows on a corner, there's always shirts being held, pushing, shoving. That's normal play. And a ref, sometimes even before the corner's taken, he'll blow his whistle and say, hey guys, knock it out. There's too much. Or when the ball's in the air, he blows the whistle. Listen, you're pushing too much. You're grabbing the guy's shirt, whatever. That's not what happened, okay? Ball came in, header, Pickford saves it, rebound, goal, Norway. They're up 2-1. They're celebrating. Then the ref says, you know what? I'm going to go look at VAR and try and look at before the ball was delivered, who was pushing and shoving too much. You can't do that. All right? It's so arbitrary. You could now, if you gave the foul against Holland in real time, fine. But the way it's been done goes against the sport. This is not what soccer is. This reversing of very arguable calls. So that's what I think should happen is you keep it on the black and white issues, okay, that the technology could 100% show. The ball crossed the line, that player was offside, etc. But for these arguable subjective calls within the field that are only made after a goal is scored, to me is completely absurd. And VAR should get rid of. You should get rid of it for those plays. The only thing you can convince me to use VAR besides the goal line and offside is with penalties, because penalties are such game changers, and we know how much soccer players dive. So if a ref misses that, and he could go back and see, but I would like them to give more yellow cards for diving as well. So that's my opinion on VAR. Let me know what you think in the comments. and have a great day.